Hello folks, this is Tom Martin. This is my lottery strategy game, Decoding the Powerball. I'm picking my numbers for the drawing on May 27th, 2017. I have 7 strategies to my game, Decoding the Powerball. So strategy number 1, the game card color code. Okay, so if you've never seen my videos before, the game card represents all 69 white ball numbers of the Powerball lottery. I have 5 different colors, and each color represents one of the 5 winning Powerball numbers. Okay, so over here, I keep track of how many colors have come up. Okay, so out of 133 color code drawings, 74 have been 3 colors, and 52 have been 4 colors. Okay, so this last drawing was 4 colors. So for this drawing coming up, I'm going to predict that there's going to be 3 colors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to predict that that no purple numbers will come up on this drawing. Okay, so up at the very top lets me know the number of each color. So I got 14 red, 13 orange, 14 green, 16 blue, and 12 purple. So I just eliminated 12 numbers off of the game card, and this is what the game card looks like so far. So off to the next strategy. Strategy number 2, the individual numbers. Okay, so here in the individual numbers, how this works real quick is up at the very top is the master for all the numbers. And over here to the right is the last drawing. So I'm going to point out this 62, how it's orange. And you can just follow it across. Okay, so find the 62 at the top and work your way down. And you can see that the last time the 62 came up, it was orange. Okay, so I keep track of this every 5 drawings. I want to see what's going on in every 5 drawings. So over here in the red section, this tells me how many groups the numbers landed into. So it was 3 groups. Okay, so I reduced this down so you can see the whole board. Okay, and again, you can count them out. There's 7 groups of numbers here. And again, there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers, so 2 of these groups won't have a winning Powerball number to it. So I tried to predict which one of the groups won't have a winning Powerball number to it, and I eliminate those numbers off of the game card. So for this drawing, I'm going to predict that no 60 numbers are going to come up. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far. Again, with all the purple numbers gone and with all the 60 numbers gone. So it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 3, picking the numbers I hope will miss from group 1. Okay, so here in group 1, I divided the numbers into 4 groups, and I keep stats of these groups down below. So I'm going to concentrate on this red section here. You can see this 0. That means that none of the 5 white winning Powerballs landed in that area. Okay, this 1 means that 1 winning Powerball landed in the area in the last drawing, and that was the 28. So I have 15 of these option cards here. So just by a mathematical fact, there's going to be at least 6 or 7 zeros throughout all these option cards. So for this drawing coming up, I'm going to choose this number 7 green. There's been 21 hits in a row here. Okay, the longest streak is 20, so I just think that it's due to miss. So I'm going to eliminate all these green numbers off of the game card. Okay, so here's what the game card looks like so far. Again, I eliminated all the purple numbers, all the 60 numbers, and all those green numbers from group 1. Okay, so off to the next strategy. Strategy number 4, the group 2 overview. Okay, so here's group 2. Group 2 is divided into 8 groups of numbers. Okay, so again, there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers, so 3 of these groups won't be able to have a winning Powerball number to it. Okay, so I'll show you how this works real quick. Alright, I'll concentrate on this red area. I keep the stats below. So a 0 means that none of the 5 white winning Powerballs landed in this red area. And a 2 means that 2 out of the 5 white winning Powerballs landed in this red area. Okay, so this gets read left to right and top to bottom. Okay, so I keep track of every 5 drawings. Okay, so that will give me a majority. Alright. So for here, the majority is 3 misses, so I color that blue for cold. And here, you can see that the majority is 3 hits, so I color that red for hot. Okay, so here's the group 2 overview here. Okay, So I'm going to point out this orange section. All right, so again, I got hits and misses. So this last drawing had the orange section had 6 hits and 9 misses. Okay, so the magic number here is 8. Okay, so if there's 8 or more misses, I color it blue for cold. If there's 8 or more hits, I color it red for hot. Okay, so for this drawing, I'm going to believe that this blue section is going to be hot. Okay, so I'm going to be picking a lot of numbers from it. Okay, and I believe that this gray area is going to be cold. So I'm going to be trying to pick a lot of misses from it. Okay. Okay, so I'm back here at group 2, option card number 1. So again, it's red from left to right, top to bottom. So I'm going to predict that there's going to be another 0 here in the gray section. So I'm going to eliminate these gray numbers off of the game card. So I'll go to the game card and I'll see what's left, and I'll eliminate them off of the game card because I don't believe that these numbers are coming up in the lottery. So that's how that works. So this is what the game card looks like so far. Okay, so this is group 2, all right, and the group 2 numbers are divided into 8 groups of numbers. Okay, so again, there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers, so 3 of these groups won't be able to have a winning Powerball number to it. So I tried to predict which one of these groups won't have a winning Powerball number to it, and I eliminate it off of the game card. Okay, so how this group 2 works is, again, I keep tracks of groups of numbers, and I keep the stats down here. Okay, so I'll concentrate on this red area here. Okay, so this 0 means that none of the 5 white winning Powerballs landed in this red area. And of course, this 2 means that 2 of the winning Powerballs landed in the area. So this gets red left to right and top to bottom. Okay, so I keep track of all the stats in 5. Okay, so these are 5 drawings right here. All right, and you can see that I colored it blue. That's because the majority is misses. Okay, so you can see 3 zeros there. Okay, and this is red because there's 3 hits. So the majority is 3 hits, so I color it red for hot. So again, it's red from top to bottom, so I'm working down here right now. Okay? Okay, so here's the group 2 overview. Again, I have 15 option cards. So I'm going to point out this orange section here. Okay, I got hits on the left, misses on the right. So this last drawing had 6 hits and 9 misses in the orange area here. Okay, so the magic number here is 8. So if there's 8 or more misses, I color it blue for cold. If there's 8 or more hits, I color it red for hot. So what I try to do is try to predict which one as a group is going to be hot and which one is going to be cold. So for this upcoming drawing, I believe that this blue section is going to be really hot, and I believe this gray section is going to be really cold. Okay, so I'm back in group 2, option card number 1. So I'm looking at this gray section right here. All right, so I'm looking at the stats here. So I predict that there's going to be another 0 right here in this gray section. Okay, so again, I go up, I see what numbers they are, and I go to the game card and I eliminate those numbers off of the game card. So what's left is the 15, the 23, the 31, the 39, and the 47. So I'm going to eliminate those numbers, and I hope that they don't come up in this drawing. Okay, so I'm still here at option card number 1, and basically what I want to show you here is this long group of numbers right here, all these hits. Okay, so I made a second view of this group 2. Okay, and this is what this looks like. All right, so you can see all these hits right here. It's the same thing right here, except this section gets red top to bottom, and this one gets red bottom to top. Okay, so I'm working on this group right here. All right, so again, I thought there was going to be a lot of misses in the gray area. So I'm going to go to the gray area here. And the one that I'm going to eliminate next is gray number 2. So again, I go to the original. And here's number 2 here. So I'm going to eliminate the 49 to the 56 off of the game card. So here's the 49, the 50, the 51, the 52, and the 54. I'm going to eliminate, and I hope that they don't come up in the drawing. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the second view of group 2 here. I think there's a couple more that I thought was going to miss. Okay, so I thought number 9 gray was going to miss. So I go back to the original group 2. And I go to number 9. And I find the gray ones. It's 10, 67, 42, 51, 730, and 39, 62. So I'll see what's left. Okay, so the 42, the 30, and that's it. So I'll eliminate those off of the game card. And this is what the game card looks like so far. So again, I'm going to go back and see if I have any more. I don't believe I do. Okay. So that's all the numbers I'm going to eliminate. Okay, so now it's off to the next strategy. Okay, so I just did strategy number 5, picking the numbers I hope will miss from group 2. And now it's strategy number 6, picking the numbers I hope will hit from groups 1 and 2. Okay, so I'm back in group 1, option card number 5. Okay, I'm looking at this blue section. All right, so you have these double zeros here. That's what I'm looking at. So 90% of the time when you have 2 zeros like this, you have a hit right after it, just like down here or over here or over here. Okay, so I'm going to predict that one of these blue numbers will be coming up in the lottery. So I go to the game card and I look to see what's left, like the 4's left, okay, the 9's left. All right, so I'm going to write those down over here. Okay, so I wrote those numbers down. It's 4, 9, 20, 26, 36, 41, and 57. So I'm going to go back to group 1 and see if I see anything else. Well, this blue number 7 here. So I'm going to see what's left, and I'm going to write down all these blue numbers. Okay, so I did that, and the numbers I have are 2, 13, 16, 21, 24, 26, 27, 37, and 40. So I'm going to go back to group 1 because there's one more that I had in mind here. And that's option card 11, the orange section. So again, I'm going to see what's left on the game card and write those down. Okay, so I did that, and the numbers I got were 13, 16, 21, 24, 41, and 44. So the next thing I'm going to do is go to group 2, and I'm going to write down what's left in the blue section and what's left in the gray section. Again, I think there's going to be a lot of hits in the blue, and I think there's going to be a lot of misses in the gray. So I'll do this first one here. I'll go to the game card and I'll see what's left, and it's the 2 and the 26. So I'll write those down, and then I'll go back and I'll see what the gray is. And the gray, I know that I eliminated all the gray, so there's 0 in that section. So I'm going to go through and write down all 15 option cards, the blue and the gray sections. Okay, so I did that. Here's all the blue numbers. Here's all the gray numbers. So it's off to the last strategy. Strategy number 7, pick from group 3. Okay, so here in group 3, I'm going to predict that there's going to be more even numbers than odd numbers. I'm going to predict that there's going to be more numbers to the low area than the high area. I'm going to predict that there's going to be more numbers to the right side than the left side. And I'm going to predict that there's going to be more numbers to the blue area than the red area. Okay, so the last thing is to pick my numbers. So again, I'm going to go to the game card. And again, I wanted more even numbers than odd numbers. I wanted more to the low side than the high side. I wanted more numbers to the right side than the left side. And I wanted more to the blue area than the red area. And I wanted more hits to the blue numbers and more misses to the gray numbers. So the numbers I came up with is 4, 13, 14, 38, 44. So that will give me 9 hits, 6 misses in the blue section, and 5 hits, 10 misses in the gray section. Okay, folks, I'm always looking for people to play my game. Instead of charging a fee to play, I would like to charge a commission for using my system. 1% if you get all 5 white balls correct. You can read the fine print, and if you're interested, email me at trm6776@gmail.com. Alright folks, I appreciate you watching, and best of luck with your picks.